I was so consciously worried about what other people thought about me.
This is the Game Changers Experience. Deep dive conversations with leading business disruptors, Olympic athletes, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and influencers from around the world. This show will teach you insights about the winning principles in mindset, productivity, marketing, branding, entrepreneurship, business strategy, and more. Hosted by Productivity Authority, business strategist, former elite athlete, author, and public speaker, Adam Strong.
Literally, I felt so ashamed of myself. It affected my self-worth. It affected my confidence levels more than anything else. And, I was consistently worried about, what others thought about me. And I didn't really have any, here's the interesting part is that when we have these judgments about what other people think about us, is normally they're not true, number one. Number two, you don't really have any facts or evidence to suggest what you're saying is actually true. It's just made up in your head, which is really interesting. And I just don't get it. From the age of 16, I suppose, going through up into adulthood, as I became more stronger and as confident as I am now, for me, I don't care, or I don't give a shit about what other people think about me. And you shouldn't too either, because, I see so many people trying to, and you've probably heard of this, right? I don't know if you've ever heard this kind of fake it till you make it terminology. And I hate that. I really hate that because, why should you fake it till you make it type of thing when you should really just be your authentic yourself? Stop trying to fit in with what society wants you to become or be or feel or express yourself in a particular way. Stop thinking that, all right? And it's interesting because we surround yourself with who you become, right? So if you have friends, family, relatives, even work colleagues, right? Even work colleagues or whatever it might be, and they want you to become a particular person, or they might be a slightly stronger personality, or whatever it might be. Okay, if you let other people run your life, I will guarantee you, okay, you will live a miserable life. Okay, stop trying to fit in with society and with what other people want you to become, or how they want you to express. Because I can tell you now, if you run a business, if you're an entrepreneur and you're a business owner, which most of you guys are, there's going to be this kind of, I suppose, there's going to be this missing disconnection. There's going to be this disconnection between who you speak to and whether it be a friend, whether it be a relative, even if it be a potential client or even a client, they'll know within the first 10 or 20 seconds, they'll know that something is not quite right. Now, for me, I'm quite an intuitive person. Normally within the first 10 seconds of someone speaking to me or whatever it is, I can normally figure out if something is, if they're on the right path or there's something not quite missing, and it's really interesting. And normally I get this through my gut feeling. We normally have, and some of us think with our heads, some of us think with our hearts, but some of us think with our guts. And normally, if you really want to go far in business, is that you always think with your gut feeling. If it feels good, right? If the energy is right, if you get the right energy as well from the other person and they get the right vibe, then guess what? It probably feels right. But if it doesn't feel right, then you know that there's something up. For me, I actually call people out and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Is there something that you are not telling me? Right. And normally I'll tell people up front and straight